Because they don't like the truth. That's really what the problem is. That's what the problem is. And I'm like, oh well. I heard somewhere in the scripture, I seen it. Said, tell the truth. That way you don't have to worry about it. Tell the truth because the truth will set you free. You don't have to worry about making up a story. You tell the truth. The truth is the truth. The truth is the light. The truth is the way. So since I'm kind of getting up there, and I can't remember no lies. When I was young, I could come up with, I could tell you something, and it would get so good, I start believing. I'm like, yes, I'm healthy. What are you talking about? I'm not overweight. I'm zoftic. I'm juicy, and the boys like it because I got it back. Walking around getting ready to be a heart attack waiting to happen. Everybody in my family who passed away early, nobody made it to 60 years old. They dropped dead from a diabetic-induced heart attack. I am at risk for heart disease. So that meant that I got to start changing my lifestyle. And change my lifestyle, I did. I can't do diets. They just don't work for me. I take that back. They do work, but you'd have to be on a diet for the rest of your life. And I'm kind of suspect about diet anyway. Why the first 3 letters of diet are D-I-E? I'm just asking a question. Wouldn't that just kind of like, okay, I don't know that I would want to do a diet. You know? So I had to change my lifestyle. I had to change the way that I look. And I'm telling you, I'm change my lifestyle. Couldn't nobody eat more than me, smoke more cigarettes, drink more Jack Daniels, snort more cocaine. I'm like, follow the fat broad to the buffet. I took my big purse when we go to the church functions and go to the Hollywood thing. I got my big purse because I'm going to put some of that food in there. In Hollywood, they got a thing called anorexia and bulimia. They eating food. First time I ever saw somebody, I'm not going to call her name, a very, very famous woman. Beautiful. You would think she had everything going on. Looks can be deceiving. Yeah. So many of us wear a mask. We wear a mask that we're in good health, that we're good spiritually, we're good mentally, we're good emotionally, and 99% of us in this room would be lying. Because we're so good at masking, because we don't want people to see the inadequacies in us. I will stand before you naked and bare, but I wouldn't do that because I don't want to ruin your eyesight and burn holes. But metaphorically speaking, you understand what I'm saying? And I realized that when I developed type 2 diabetes, I was smoking, I was drinking Jack Daniels with 2 hands. Not 1, 2, they go 1. And look, I can't drink alcohol, right? I'm one of them happy drunks. You know, I'm drinking, I should drink some drunk, and I love you. I love you. I love you. I don't even know who you are, and I love you. You know, drinking alcohol is like sucking a glass of fat and sugar. I didn't know that. I couldn't understand why I was gaining weight. I wasn't eating enough food. I wouldn't get up and eat breakfast. I wasn't eating lunch. By the time 3 o'clock came around, I'm running to the vending machines at my job trying to get anything out of there to stuff in my face because my blood sugar's in the toilet. There's a reason why they say eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and have small snacks. Your body needs food. Food is fuel. You wouldn't expect to drive from Florida to California on a quarter tank of gas. Somewhere and not fill up. Somewhere you're going to run out of gas. So what do you think your body is doing? What do you think your body is doing? And we just put all kind of crap in it, all kind of junk in it, because whatever it is that's eating us, we stuffing it down, we stuffing it down, we stuffing it down, we stuffing it down. And then we get diabetes. Then we get heart disease. Then we have cardiovascular disease. Then we get lower limb amputations. Then we go blind. And then we begging the doctor, oh Lord, please, Dr. Jones, don't let me die. But you didn't think about that when you was over there cleaning 200 pounds of chicken. You didn't think about that when you telling your grandmother, oh yeah, Grandma, I know, baby, don't worry about what I'm doing and what I'm eating. Grandma, should you be eating that pie? Don't worry, I just got a touch of sugar. Bring me some more cake. That's all right. And you know some of us, did I just say us? Go on and out it, motherfucker. You know when you get stressed out, you eating cake or you eating ice cream, and you say, I'm just going to eat 1 piece. You slice off another piece. You slice off another piece. For whatever reason, you're mad, you're glad, you're happy, you're sad. Slice off another piece. Then you notice that half that cake is gone. Then you go, oh, this is just disgusting. I can't believe I ate half of the cake, and you throw the cake in the trash can. and you make sure it's in a clean garbage bag. Or on the top of the tray. You don't mix with the other food. So an hour later when you get mad or sad or glad about something else, you're going, well, I can just take this out. They don't have a lot of stuff on it. They just take the top layer off and we can eat the rest of the cake. Then you eat the other half of the cake. Then you're mad at yourself. Then you get despondent. Then you're looking for some more food. Take all that energy and channel it into something positive for you. For you. You might not be the world to everybody, but you're the world to somebody. God didn't make you by happen chance. You're important to somebody. Even if that somebody is you. And you can't take care of you, and you can't take care of your husband and your wife and your children and the church and the family if you're not well. I had to get well. I remember going to my agent and telling my agent, I'm going to step away from the entertainment industry because I have diabetes and I don't want to be sick from this. My sister has just passed away and I need to take a proactive approach to getting my diabetes under control, getting my numbers under control, knowing what my A1C is, knowing what my cholesterol is, knowing what my HDL, my LDL is, knowing what my blood pressure is, knowing how much I actually weigh. Because we would go in the doctor's office, okay, we need you to get on the scale, so I'm not getting on the scale, I know how much I weigh. Now you know you weigh 214 pounds, but you'll tell the doctor I weigh 179, so you know you're lying. Just get on the scale. Don't fake it with them. Let them know what they're dealing with so they can help you the best that they can. When you are proactive about your health, trust what I'm telling you. Your physicians and your caregivers will be proactive with you. If you walk into the doctor's office and you know you've been seeing spots and your leg is numb and you're having heart palpitations and you're sweating and you go into the doctor's office, and what's your name?
Eloise.
Eloise. And doctor says, Eloise, how you doing this morning? I'm fine. Well, what's wrong? Nothing. But you took time out of your work day to come down here to see me and you found that there's nothing wrong. So what is it that you came to see me for? Oh, I don't know. I forgot. Look, I write a note. Okay, my leg is numb, my eyes are bothering me, I got a backache, so and so, this is going. Write a note. So when you go into the doctor's office, you are informed, and you can inform them, and they can in turn help you. Don't just sit there, because trust me, and if you're on any kind of Medicaid, Medi-Cal or something, they getting their money. I would tell them, I wish I could get a Medicaid, Medi-Cal, better something, somebody be coming out. Look, I got a hangnail hook, sister. I got a toenail chip, sister. Won't go to the doctor. Why you don't go to the doctor? I'm scared they're going to tell me something wrong with me. She's going to tell me I got, well, let him or her tell you so that you can make an informed decision and you can get better. We have to become avid stewards of our health. We have to be. You have to be proactive about your life and your health. Because if I'm the physician, why am I going to care more about Miss Eloise's life than she does? If you don't care, I'm going to care for. I'm going to give you, okay, thank you very much. You know, see you later. Next time I see you in 3 months, you can best believe they check on clear. Be concerned about your health. When you're concerned, they'll be concerned. If you don't care, why should they? Why should they? Be avid about how you're eating, what you're eating, when you're eating. Diabetes is a difficult disease to manage. I would never tell anybody in here, oh, this is a piece of cake, and oh, I'm just skipping through life. Every single day I wake up and I have this disease. Every day I wake up and my mother and my sister and my father and my brother are dead. Every day I have to deal with the fact that one day one of my grandbabies could come down with this. Every day. So every day I wake up and I know I tick Satan off. I wake up, hit the floor, yeah, I'm up, come on with it. I got something for your happy behind. I'm going to take a proactive approach today. I'm not worried about yesterday. Can't do nothing about that. Did what I could do yesterday. I got today. I have this gift. I have this present to say I will make a proactive approach. I will take a proactive approach. I will make smart decisions. I don't do it well all the time, all day. One of the reasons why I speak to people like this Okay, well, I'm gonna just be, it wasn't my call. I wasn't trying to do this. Y'all would have never knew nothing about I had diabetes and nothing about my folks dying and how painful this is. After I lost 100 pounds, you know, I'm ready to get back on TV because I told my agent, I said, I'm gonna step away from the entertainment industry and take care of my health. And I remember my agent said, well, what are you gonna do, mother-in-law? That's agent talk. What are you gonna do? I said, well, I'm gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose weight? What are you gonna do? You can't lose weight. You're mother-in-law. You can't do that. You're gonna take people out of their comfort zone. I said, wait, what you trying to tell me? People only like me because I'm fat? Then she got to speaking in tongues. Well, we or you or they or she or whatever. I was like, so you trying to tell me people only like me because I'm fat? Well, you're a unique entity. And people feel comfortable with you. And so if you lose weight, you know, you're going to take them out their comfort zone and you could lose all of your uniqueness. And I went, in my head, that's about the stupidest pound of crap I done heard yet. So, and then I just said to her, well, if you think people like me because I'm fat, I'm going to tell you this. I don't need them to like me because I'm fat. I like me, period. And if they like me, they're going to like me big or small, short or tall, thick or thin. They're going to like me. They'll like the person I am. They will like mother love. That's what they'll like. And so she said, well, I just don't know how I'm going to sell you if you just turn into some little skinny 40-year-old black woman. I'm like, oh. First of all, I don't care how much weight I lose, you can't put me and skinny in the same. Second of all, I had been 40 like 10 years ago. I'm trying to get to my 50th birthday at the time. Third of all, I'm not black. I told these people, I'm not black. I am not black. I got on a black skirt and I have on black shoes. And I am not black. That's right. I'm burnt sienna. I'm not black. I passed colors in elementary school. I saw the burnt sienna crayon and the 48 colors of Crayola crayon. And I sat there and marked all of them on my skin. And black showed up, brown showed up, flesh tone showed up, everything showed up but burnt sienna. And I went, I'm not black, I'm burnt sienna. So let's not get it twisted. So I'm not trying to be skinny, I'm not trying to be 40, I'm trying to get to 50, and I don't want to look like, you know how some people, they just want to hold on to youth as long as they can. I want to be a super bad, super fine, even more fabulous, bad, tough looking 50-year-old woman. Notice I said 50, I'm in my middle early, so I'm past 50. And I want to get to 60. And I'd like to see 70. And I want to know what 75 feels like. And I'm going to want to know what my 100th birthday is like. Because I plan on dropping it like it's hot. I might be in a walker, but I might sit like it's hot. I would like to get there. And so I had to take a proactive approach. I had to learn what it was like to eat unemotionally, to eat. Because we live to eat. I wanted to eat to live. I had to stop smoking cigarettes. I did that. I stopped drinking Jack Daniels, did that, stopped doing drugs, stopped acting crazy. I started reading the labels. I sat down with the nutritionist. And if the people that are taking care of you don't listen to you, and they're not hearing you, and you can't have a back and forth dialogue, kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb and go get you somebody else. Because just like there's a certified diabetes educator on street A, there's probably one on street C. Just like there's an endocrinologist over here, there's probably one over there. You get people who listen to you and that you work together as a team. I had an endocrinologist tell me, well, my love, you just need to go on insulin. I said, I don't want to be on insulin. I'm watching my mother's living room. It's like a shooting gallery, like the dope bin. They sitting up watching TV. Okay, I will be at $952. Did you see what Victor Newman did on the soap opera? Did you see what happened on Price is Right today? And they just like it's no big deal. And they're shooting themselves everywhere. I did not want to do that. So help me not have to go on insulin. Oh, you just need to go on insulin. You just need to go on insulin. I'm like, I don't want to go on insulin. Why would you say I need to go on insulin? He looked me right in my face and said, you need to go on insulin because most fat black women don't follow the diabetic plan anyway.
Oh, that's not.
I think so.
I would have been going down the hall.
I want y'all to know, I'm glad I prefaced this early with the fact that I'm a Christian. But you have to ask the Lord, right on my tongue. So I just pulled my tongue out my head like this. It must have been about right here because my face was cracked. I tied it in a knot so it wouldn't come back in, and I say something and cut it.
Like Holy Ghost sit on me.
I said, you know, it's fortunate for you I'm not most fat black women. May I use your phone? And I called my primary care physician. And you know, the doctors are like the police. They drop a dragnet around each other. You know, patient come in and talk about a doctor, they be like blowing you off like, who do you think you are? I didn't know my doctor could use language like that. He went to, well, that's one of my staunchest patients. She programmed it and give her her medical chart. She's never going to see you again. I went, little piece of hair grease. I got a new endocrinologist. She's a little Austrian lady. Watch the little people too, because they will jack you up. She about big as a 12-year-old. She comes in. I go into her office. She said, Joe told me that you come over here, you want me to be your endocrinologist. I want to know this. Do you want to get better or do you want to get better? That's do you want to get better or do you want to get well? Nobody in the history of my diabetes had ever said to me, I could get well. They said I could manage it. They said I had to tolerate it, but not I could be well. I could do well, I could live well, I could look well, I could be well. Be well? I was like, oh! This on, crack-a-lack and a couple. She gave me a food diary. She said, I want you to write down everything you eat for 2 weeks, everything you put into your mouth. So say she gave me the food diary on Friday. I call her on Monday, and I'm crying in the phone. Dr. Dorothea, can I come in? I can't believe one person can eat this much food in 3 days. I can't do it. She said, I said 2 weeks. She didn't say, baby, what's wrong? Let me comfort you. Nothing. I said 2 weeks. Click. That meant I got to get on the stage. 2 weeks I went in. My A1C was 7.9. I thought that was pretty good. She was like, oh no, you need to get down to 5 or 6. You're way off. You know, I have some patients that come in, it's 12. There's hope for you. We can get you well. But you have to work with me. And you don't make me look bad. I'm good at this. You don't make me look bad. Like you tell people you're on TV, you come to their house, I come to your house. Oh, it's like, oh, this chick is crazy. She got me on the stick. She helped teach me, she listened to me, she treated me as a whole patient. She didn't just treat my diabetes, she treated me as a whole patient, as a whole person. And that's what you want to have. You want somebody, beating kids over there, I think I'm gonna leave. I learned to read a label. When you're reading the label, you need to know what a normal salt intake is. You need to know what normal sugars are. You need to know what the normal vitamins and nutrients are in that. Canned soup is one of the worst things. Camels probably hate me. That's one of the worst soups, any kind of canned soup, because most soup has over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in it. And we think, well, soup is a low-fat food. Yeah, but it'll escalate your blood pressure through the roof. Be a mindful label reader. This is my thing on label reading. If I can't pronounce it, I'm not eating. I'm college educated. If I can't pronounce monodiglyceride, tripolyscorbate, 80 zaxam, I'm not eating it. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. If it's got too many ingredients in it, don't eat it. And then you'll see corn syrup, high fructose, then you look down at maybe about 3 or 4 rows and you see more corn syrup, more high fructose. Remember I was talking about the chicks with the big butts and everything? All those additives and preservatives in it are creating what's called ectopic fat cells, because the human body cannot break that down. Everything God put on the planet for you to eat, you can eat it raw. It doesn't need to be cooked. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. Fish, chicken, well, we're supposed to eat chicken, but we do. But fish and fruits and vegetables and nuts and grains, everything that grows on a vine, in a plant, off a tree, you can go right to a peach tree and pick the peach tree off, wrench it off. You don't even have to wrench it off. Did I say wrench? Rinse it off. Y'all know my folk from the South. We don't rinse anything off. We rinse it off.
Rinse it off.
Rinse that off, baby. You rinse it off. You don't even have to when they're pure and they're no preservative. You can pull a peach tree right off the peach and eat it. You can pull strawberries right. You can pull a potato right out the ground and eat it raw. You can eat fish raw. Sushi. So we make all these excuses up for why we can't eat healthy, why we can't eat well, why we don't eat well. We're too busy. We don't have time. We're tired. We got this to do. We got that to do. Trust me, people. Rich people are laying in the ground dead because they didn't take care of their health. It doesn't matter. All we have, we got two things that we have to offer to the world. Good health and our word. You can't stand on your word, who are you? You don't take good care of yourself, why would I trust you to take care of me if you don't take care of yourself? You know, why would I look to you to nurture me when I see that you're not nurturing you? So nurture you. Take care of you. Understand that you are important. Learn what a normal-sized portion of food is. Supersizing is not the answer. A normal-sized portion of food, and then I'm going to wrap this up. A normal-sized portion of food, instead of eating on a big plate, not a saucer, but eat off the salad plate. Make your plate look like a clock. From 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, make that your vegetable. Something green, leafy, red, blue, purple, whatever kind of colors it got in it, put it on there. From 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, make that your protein. And your protein is like your meat, whatever it is that you're eating. It should be about the size of a deck of cards. Ladies, it should fit in your hand. Don't go get your son's hand, don't go get your husband's hand. Put it in your hand. It's about when you ball your fist up, this is the size of your heart. So you want that piece of meat to fit right inside of your heart. If it's any bigger, you overwork in your heart. You make that your protein. Then from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock this way, you make that your carbohydrate. Your brain needs carbohydrates to function. You don't have enough carbohydrates. It needs 130 milligrams of carbohydrates a day to function properly. Put the fuel in your tank that you need to make you go. Drink enough water. I don't care if you know where everybody's bathroom in Jacksonville, Florida is. Knock on their door. Baby, I got diabetes. No, can I use the bathroom? Most of the time, they'll let you come in and use it. You do that. Sit down to the table and eat.
Right.
Okay, this is your lap. This is when you're standing at your thighs. When you're sitting, it becomes a lap. L-A-P, lap, not T-A-B-L-E, table. That seat on your front seat of your car, the one that you're not driving in, that's a car seat. It's not a table. Don't be eating in your car. Don't be driving through no place and eat. Take your time and sit down and eat. You are important enough to get up a half hour early to fix yourself breakfast. You're important enough to get a healthy snack. You're important enough to take time from your job, from your work, from your life. Eat your lunch. Eat your snack. Eat your dinner. Stop eating after 7 o'clock. Stop eating. Your body needs time to heal. Sleeping is not for digesting food. Sleeping is for sleeping. And other stuff. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you're eating late at night, your body is starting to digest and you're just overworking your body. Stop overworking your body. Everybody in here raised their hand when they said they believed in God. Trust God. Stand on His word. Eat His food. Nurture yourselves and nurture every one of you. I love you and I thank you for inviting me to Jacksonville, Florida. Please stop by our booth and make sure you take care of your diabetes. I am Mother Love. Let's get better together.
In the interest of time, we've got time for a few questions.
Sure.
But we're going to have to leave it a few questions because we want to make sure that we can get our panel in. So, is there anybody that has any questions would like to ask Mother Love?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a book?
Ma'am, oh wait, just hold on one second. Yes, ma'am.
I want to know, do you find that diabetes is a very, it's a depressing disease?
Oh, she brought it up.
Yes.
She brought it up. Let's talk about it. She said, do you think diabetes is a depressing disease? Absolutely. How would you not be depressed when you can't eat what you want, when you got to take and have this whole lifestyle? And that's something we do not deal with in our community. We will not talk about depression. We won't talk about the sadness of it. And you need to, I'm so glad you brought that up. I am so glad because we don't have to be depressed. We don't have to be sad. I chose not to be depressed. I was so depressed. I was mad. I cried. I was like, why do I have to get diabetes? I don't want this. I don't need this. And I didn't want to deal with the fact that I was depressed about it. But when I got to dealing with the depression of it, I'm all right.
How do you lose
Anxiety is
so much
But you got to
weight?
call me. Get a car and call me.
How did you lose all that weight?
I had to
How
change
long
my
did
I had to change my lifestyle. I had to change my attitude toward food. I had to change how I cooked, how I shopped. I had to take baby steps. I didn't get that big overnight. I dieted my way up to 257 pounds. So I took little baby steps. I said, well, first, let me learn how to read a label. Let me learn how to shop it.
And how long it took you?
2.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, I think you.
Oh, yes, ma'am, she had a question.
I think you had a
Yeah,
question.
I was gonna ask you, do you have a book, and the other thing, do you, you was talking about skin disease, like itching?
Yes.
Is itching part of the diabetes?
It is. Itching, I would have night sweats and these really bad itching fits. And a lot of the itching for me comes when I'm not dealing with my mental health, because I start to scratch out, And it's important for people that have diabetes to keep their skin moisturized, because if it goes unchecked, you could develop autoimmune diseases like lupus, vitiligo, and any other kind of skin disruption. And yes, I do have a book. I'm a best-selling author, but I think you have to get it on Amazon.com.
Oh, you don't have it in here?
No, we sold out of them. I'm sold out. We sold 150,000.
Can you give me a card, because I don't have a computer, I'm in the dark ages.
You got to come to the 21st century, my sister.
Go to the library and they have
We
that.
The
got time
library
for
will teach
one
you.
more question? Is
Anybody
anybody else?
else?
Last question? Hello?
Yes,
You said it was environmental, correct?
diabetes.
Nobody in my family has it. I've been healthy my whole life, exercise, and I was diagnosed with 2 months ago.
With type 2 diabetes. A lot of it is genetic. It has to do with genetics and has to do with environmental. And a lot of times, sometimes things like that happen and you simply get it. You just have to take. And this is another thing I want to tell people. Can you stand up for a moment? Can you see? That's not an overweight woman at all. So you can be thin and healthy like that and still develop diabetes, or you could be 257 pounds like I was with diabetes running in our family. So we all have to be mindful. We have to be mindful. And maybe yours might have came out because you might just have stressed yourself out to no end, trying to take care of everybody and their mom, and one taking care of you.
And our panel coming up is going to be.
Ask them all that
To
stuff.
talk about that.
I'm not a doctor.
That's the same question I have, because I was wearing your shoes. Same exact situation, so it's the $1 million
You
question.
developed type 2 diabetes?
I'm type 1, and I have no history of it in their family. I was underweight, everything, so.
But they told you it was type
I was type 2 first, and then I became type 1
Wait a minute, how long ago were you diagnosed?
5 years ago.
Can you be type 2 and then become type 1?
They probably told you were type 2 because of your age, and then they found out that
I was treated as a type 2, but I was misdiagnosed.
Oh, wow.
But I tell you what, in the interest,
Yes.
one last quick one, and then, but we have a panel coming up, and they'll be perfect for.
Yeah,
the rest of
stay
us.
with the panel. Let the physicians talk to you. I'm just a street person. Yes, I do over there. I'm just a street person with diabetes trying to keep myself well.
How about a big hug for Mother Love? Wonderful. We're going to take a quick few minutes break here. I want to let everybody know that, get to my notes here. In the exhibit hall, Dr. Larry Fox is out signing his book. It's a wonderful book. I'd encourage you to take a look at it and pick it up. We're going to resume at 11:15 with our first speaker panel of 2. So come on back at 11:15. Lots of great questions and information.
Thank you so much. See, that was a little different than insurance works. Your body. They don't?
You have a business card, house contact.
Juice,
Yeah.
get you some juice, drink you some water.
It's out there at the table. But I come, which one?
Yeah,
As soon as you come out, as soon as you come in the door.
I gotta go to the restroom.
Okay, just come back.
It got me some water instead.
And you know what you can do with the water? You know, they got these little flavor. Oh, here you go. They got these little flavor things.
Yeah.
Put in the water, shake it up. You know, did you come to at the dollar store? They make the little high C drink.